Wes Watson has exposed himself as being a disgusting human being yet again, and he is going to end up back in prison. And this clip right here is going to be the cause of it. This clip, which I can't show you in its entirety, but you can go find it on the Wes Watson subreddit. I suggest you do, because this clip right here is truly disgusting. Now, if you guys don't know what this is, basically this black man, right? And I normally don't mention race, but for this video, it's important that I do. This black man goes to Wes Watson's gym, right? Elevation Gym. He always talks about this gym. He has made numerous videos where he's challenging his haters to pull up, to challenge him, which this individual did. This individual showed up to Wes Watson's gym while he was working out. And what happens after is truly disgusting. Basically, Wes Watson hits this black man with a weighted belt. Then his buddies all gang up on him and beat the ish out of him. And it's truly disgusting, right? And what's more is that after this guy has already lost a fight, he's already bloodied, he's already probably has a concussion, who knows? He is very clearly, as you can see right here, crawling away. Right? Retreating. It's over. Right? Well, it's not over for Wes Watson, because here comes Wes Watson, right? Calling him a bitch, calling him this, calling him that. And then he tees off on him and gives him a kick in the face at full force. It's truly disgusting, guys. But up to this point, Wes Watson's argument has been that this was self-defense, right? That this person showed up to cause him harm and he just had to defend himself. And he has actually showed clips where he is wailing on this guy on the ground. But he doesn't show this. Wes Watson does not show him stalking this guy as he's retreating, literally on his hands and knees. And then he goes in for a vicious kick to the face, to the head, right? Which, by the way, I could see that as being deadly force, right? You're giving someone a kick in the head at full force. You can certainly kill someone like that, right? But anyway, this is the Florida law when it comes to self-defense. And I just want to say that I am not a cop in Florida. I'm not a legal expert or anything like that. I'm just reading this off of Google to see if it makes sense, to see if this warrants the use of the force that Wes Watson used. Now, here is what it says when it comes to Florida stand your ground law, right? As it states right here, an individual is allowed to use force, including deadly force, to defend themselves against threats or attacks, and that the law provides legal immunity for those who reasonably believe they are at risk of death or seriously bodily harm. Now, one thing I want to point out here, right? As this individual is on the ground, literally crawling away from Wes Watson, where is the immediate threat to Wes Watson? Where? I don't see it. Why did Wes Watson go in and give him another kick to the head after this guy is clearly already immobilized and retreating? Why not call the cops, Wes? Why not just go about your business? Why not report it to the staff? Why did he need to go up to this individual, this black man? And again, I'm mentioning black man for a reason, and I'm going to explain to you in just a second. Right? He goes in and he gives him this vicious kick to the head. The second, I believe. Right? Now, the reason why I keep bringing up black man is because Wes Watson started his career on the internet telling stories of how he was part of the woodpile in the California prison system. Right? He always talked about how the California prison system is very racially divided. White people and Southern Mexicans on one side, Southern Mexicans being people of Mexican descent from Southern California. And on the other side, the opposite side, are black people and Northern Mexicans or Mexican Americans from Northern California, right? He always talks about this divide, how they were not friends. His group that he belonged to, the Woodpile, right? These people that fall ultimately under the Aryan Brotherhood, right? They all have those tattoos. You guys know what I'm talking about. They do not get along with the black group. Now, Wes Watson spent 10 years in a California prison. He says this, not me, right? So for 10 years, his enemy were the black community in the prison system. Now, I'm not saying that Wes Watson is a racist. I have no way of knowing that, right? I don't know what's in a man's heart. But what I will say is that this kick right here to the head was done so with hatred, right? You don't go up to someone like that and give him a kick, calling him a bitch, unless you have malice in your heart. Now, I don't know if that malice was just towards this specific individual right then and there because he showed up to threaten him or whatever the excuse Wes Watson has. But I see this and I see hatred, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. But there's another thing that I want to show you to maybe put this into context. Again, I'm not alleging that Wes Watson is a racist. I'm just saying that he spent 10 years in prison aligning himself with these people that are known as being, not favorable towards the black community or other minorities, right? And these people in the California prison system, it includes, people that like, the Prime Minister of Germany from the 1940s, and also skinheads. Now, this was something else that Wes Watson shared after this fight, right? And I want to point something out right here, right? And I believe this is very symbolic and very deliberate by Wes Watson, because he is showing off his signature Chuck Taylors that he has Wes Watson on, or the W for Wes Watson, right? Or it could be for white, I don't know. But he's showing off these Chuck Taylors with the individual's blood on them. And one thing I want to point out is that there's blood on the laces, essentially turning these laces red. Well, that's very symbolic for people that he probably got along with in prison. And this is what I mean by it, right? Red laces, right? It is indicative that the wearer of the red laces has shed blood for the skinhead movement. Right? Racists such as skinheads will often randomly attack non-whites to earn their red laces. And here we have Wes Watson, who attacked a person who's not white, a black man, right? And now he's showing off his red laces. Again, I'm not saying that this man is a racist. I'm just saying that here he is showing off his red laces after attacking this black man, right? And I say attacking because this was not self-defense. Maybe in the beginning it was self-defense when this person maybe posed a threat to him and he felt scared. He felt like, oh shit, he was scared. But when you're at this point where this man is literally crawling away on all fours, bloodied up already, you can't just go up to him and tee off on him and say, oh, it's still self-defense. That's not how that works. We got to use common sense here. And I'm telling you right now, if the cops are investigating this, and they do intend to pursue charges, I don't see a good defense here for self-defense. I really don't. But anyway, you guys let me know what you think down in the comments. And like always, don't forget to subscribe. Sensational.